tracking multiple fires that continue to burn across the state, the newest one being the one that's burning in Pueblo. It's located near Aspen Acres in Custer County. Residents who live along Highway 165 to Old San Isabel Road are being asked to evacuate. The evacuation order has also expanded to include Lazy Acres and Bishop's Castle. The largest fire so far, though, is the Snyder Fire. That's the one we just talked about a moment ago near the Utah border. It's burned more than 28,000 acres. It's led to the deaths of those 3 firefighters. As we say, thanks again for joining us here this morning at 9 o'clock. I'm Drew Carney.
And I'm Katie LaSalle. It's been such an active last couple of days with wildfires breaking out across our state. And I'll have a look at today's fire conditions in just a few minutes. Bottom line is it's going to stay warm, dry, and windy. But we have our Janelle Finch, who's been out there reporting on things this morning for us, keeping an eye on 2 fires burning, particularly in southwest Colorado. Janelle.
We don't know the cause of the Gold Mountain fire, but we do know it's burning at more than 4,000 acres and is 0% contained. Crews are up against steep terrain and strong winds. According to the county, the fire will be managed as a Type 1 incident beginning today. That means more people and national resources will be assigned to the fire. The county has ordered multiple engines, air tankers, and helicopters to help attack flames today. The Ferris Fire, burning north of Dolores, is burning more than 10,000 acres. It's believed to have been started by a lightning strike. Today, the National Forest Service is expected to engage with, quote, aggressive suppression tactics. Glade Ranch and private lands north of the area have been evacuated. Pre-evacuation notices have been issued to the east of Lone Mesa State Park to Dolores Norwood Road. The Ferris Fire is currently causing road closures in the San Juan National Forest. That's impacting access to Bradfield Bridge and McPhee Dam. The county is asking people to stay out of this area so firefighters can do their work and get these flames under control. In Denver, Janelle Finch, 9 News.
Well, these fires are taking a toll on our air quality across the state. Here's a map of the impact according to airnow.gov. The orange areas along the Front Range have an air quality index of more than 100. That means it's unhealthy air for sensitive people. Now, the majority of the state, you can clearly see there in the yellow. That's shaded for moderate air. It means the air quality is acceptable, but there could still be a risk for some people. As wildfire season really starts to ramp up here, it's good to make sure that you're prepared if a wildfire were to start where you live. And that includes having a grab-and-go bag. The bag should be packed with medications, important documents, a change of clothes, a first aid kit, non-perishable food, and water. It would be ideal to keep this in your car, and it should contain items that would be difficult or impossible for you to replace. This week's fire danger has closed the local shooting range. Colorado Parks and Wildlife says the range at Basalt State Wildlife Area is temporarily shut down. The area is located south of Glenwood Springs. The closure started back on Friday and will be in place until further notice. It comes during a time of increased drought and extreme fire weather conditions. Eagle County, meanwhile, experiencing some of the worst drought across the state. The county and the White River National Forest recently implemented Stage 2 fire restrictions. The rest of the wildlife area will stay open. We're going to go to Katie now, who joins us again from the Weather Impact Center. Katie, big week ahead for weather issues.
Weather issues, and this is something, unfortunately, with drought conditions, as we've seen, and especially into our central mountains, extreme to exceptional. The snowpack that we had that was extremely low and the fast melt off in Colorado's high country, the warmth, the wind, we've been bracing for it, and unfortunately over the weekend, several fires burning, the largest the Snyder Fire, but it is very windy already. This morning, our sun-graded Cristo Mountain camera, you see shaking around there down south. Now, we're also seeing areas of smoke and haze impacting places like Fort Collins, northern Colorado, most of the state under air quality alerts because of the wildfire smoke, and you can see already the winds have really picked up. Humidity levels currently falling, but the strongest winds out near Leadville. We started off pretty calm. Unfortunately, the Beulah Fire there just to the west, 46-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That is extremely high. Similar story down near Trinidad, Alamosa, and not just the fires that are actively burning right now that we're watching for today. Any new fires that could spark have the potential to spread rapidly because of the winds, the low humidity, that dry vegetation. Even at higher terrain, it'll also be warmer than average the next couple of days from the mountains to the metro area and plains. So fire danger today, red flag warnings in place. This does also include our northern Front Range mountains into the foothills over the I-70 drive drive to the western slope. Our San Luis Valley, it'll still be windy, but we have higher humidity there. And you can see from our wildfire smoke forecast taking us into this afternoon, it'll be patchy smoke, areas of haze, a very hazy sunset we're anticipating here for the metro area, and air quality alerts. We'll see those impact us from the western slope to the metro. For this morning, an air quality health advisory that's still in place and an ozone action day alert. Winds will be again very strong for this afternoon, calming later on tonight, upwards of 45 miles per hour possible. Thankfully, as we get into the evening hours, the overnight, higher humidity, calmer winds, so we get a little break here and there. But again, for Tuesday, critical to elevated fire danger once again as the winds pick up, and we even have a few storms in the forecast. Jarrell, break down Futurecast where we're expecting to see a little wet weather. It'll mainly be over northwestern Colorado, but still, when you combine any thunderstorm activity, which is what we're anticipating at times for tomorrow in the mountains, that's gusty winds and lightning. Unfortunately, it's just going to be a really busy day, busy couple of days in the weather department with continued warm and mainly dry weather.
Lots to keep track of for sure, Katie. Of course, we will have more on this coming up this hour right here on 9 News Mornings. And you can stay up to date on the wildfires and this week's fire weather forecast by streaming 9 News. Just scan that QR code you see right there on your screen and take us with you wherever you go for free.